Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here, coming to you on the outskirts of St. Cloud. Just as you're entering into St. Cloud, Florida, you can look to your left-hand side as you're driving along the Lakeshore Road. The Lake Tohopekalaika is right there, and you will witness the majesty of the three crosses right here. These three crosses have been here for years, of course, representing the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. It is Sunday, and it's also my 777th vlog. So I figured, you know what? I'm gonna do a vlog about something majestic and heavenly. I did a 666 vlog. My buddy Scott, you can pretend that he was the devil, he was Satan. We did kind of a comical thing. But I'm gonna tell you about my history in the church for the 777 vlog. It's my second channel, daily blog channel. It's the Daily Three Crosses. As I cross, speaking of crossing, I'm crossing the road, going back to my van now. Probably not good to do a vlog standing on the side of the road. In fact, this car is about to cruise by me here momentarily. Let's get inside the van, let's get in here. And it is very, very warm and toasty. I'm gonna drive up the road here just a smidgen. Actually, you know what, I could probably just do it right here. Just park it right there, maybe. Actually, I'll just stay right here and talk about it. Anyway, so basically I did the 666 vlog. Let me get a drink. Did the 666 vlog. It's hard to believe. This is day 777, 777 days. I am gonna drive. We're gonna drive, I'm taking you with me. 777 days I've been doing this DailyWoo vlog, which is pretty impressive to not miss a day. But we're not talking about missing any days on the vlog. Today we're going to talk about, I had a friend on Instagram, someone I actually met at the California meetup out in Anaheim, Fullerton area across from Knott's Berry Farm on Instagram. When I did the 666 vlog, he actually said, you know what would be a great 777 vlog is talk about the church, talk about your faith, talk about the history of your life up to this point that involves Christianity and that sort of thing. So I thought, that's actually a very great idea. A lot of people don't know a lot of things about me. You guys know a lot of things that I bring to you every day, but there's certain things I don't bring to the table. Two things, majorly, they always say, never talk about politics or religion are the two things they say never to talk about because basically all it's going to do is get you in an argument with other people. When I was younger, I thought the world was very enclosed, and I thought everyone had the same mindset and the mind frame. I'm going to pull right over here. And the same mind frame as me and my family and my friends, co-workers, all that. I thought that was like a close-knit area, and everybody disagreed a little bit, but pretty much had the same idea of their thought process. As I get older, and now especially with this whole YouTube phenomenon, so many people watch these videos, and let's face it, we all have different opinions, different ideas about life, about politics, about religion. So I'm definitely not going to go into a preachy stance or anything like that. I'm just going to basically tell you how I grew up as a child. As a young kid, my dad was a preacher. Man, I'm dehydrated. Hold on. It's very hot out here in Florida. In fact, look at this. This used to be some sort of a water treatment plant. It's like an old abandoned water treatment plant. Look at the sunflower. Anyway, my dad was a preacher when I was a kid. In fact, my whole entire family always was in the church, still in the church. In fact, my mom and dad are at church right now. Where am I going with this? Grew up in the church as a young kid. My grandfather, my mom's father, up until he passed away, until he started getting ill, he was a preacher, very fire and brimstone, hard-nosed preacher in the Christian faith congregation. My dad was a minister. My father's father, my grandfather on my dad's side, was an elder and deacon in the church. Him and my grandmother went to church every week. Always in the Christian faith, which was a non-denominational. When my dad was a preacher, It actually wasn't like a Baptist or a Catholic, Episcopalian. It was a non-denominational, which means, I guess, basically they didn't have to answer to a, not really a corporate, but they didn't have to answer to another area of the church. They were just their separate entity in the non-denominational. So I don't know if that makes it better or worse, or really what that really means so much as far as if that's better or worse than the other things. I'm not really too sure how that all worked out, but the good thing is they kind of had their own set agenda and they could do their own deal without actually answering to everyone else. So their faith was intact in their little Christian church. So that was basically the church I grew up in. I went to a Christian school in Niceville, Florida, called Rocky Bayou Christian School. It's still open. I went there from 1984 to 1988, I believe. After that, I was homeschooled. So I actually never went to high school. Went to a little bit, well, actually I went to a lot of elementary school in the public schools, but basically from 4th grade on, I was taught in the Christian education, and then I was homeschooled, and then I took my GED. Yes, I'm a GED kid, if you will. And then I went to Florida Christian College, which is up here in Kissimmee, for 1 year. Actually, probably about half a year. So that's basically how I've gotten to my adult life. Like I was saying, two major things that people really love to argue about. Religion probably is number one, and a close second, if not bringing it over, maybe politics probably number one, because more people believe in politics than religion. So probably number one would be politics, and a very close second is religion. So those two things. But that's basically how I got to the point in my life where I'm at now. I really try to keep the videos that I do, as far as my main channel and this channel, I throw a lot of humor in, a lot of wacky stuff and whatnot. Always try to keep it clean. I'm not sure if that ties into how I was brought up. Probably does, thanks to my mom and dad and their faith, the way that they raised me as a kid. I kind of like always look back at that, and maybe that's how I am today. It's obviously how you're raised, how you're brought up. So basically that's it. That's my 7/7 vlog, 777 days in the church. I want to know, leave some comments down below. We're not supposed to talk about religion, but today maybe we could. Where, if you do, what religion are you? What church do you go to, or did you go to? I'm just curious. Like I said, it's a whole area of the world that all has different beliefs, different opinions. Who's right? Who's wrong? Who knows? I do not have the answers. You probably don't have the answers. But I would like to know what you think the answers might be. I'm definitely curious about how you live your life and what you believe. So definitely leave some comments down below. Let's talk about this. I didn't really know where I was going with this vlog. Hopefully I shared some insight with you guys onto things of my life that you never knew. Went to a Christian school. I actually taught Sunday school for a little bit. My dad used to preach here at First Christian Church here in St. Cloud. We moved all over the United States. I've lived in so many different areas. My dad would go to one church, and then he would go to another church, and go to another church, kind of like being in a military family. So I moved around a lot, met a lot of great people, a lot of great people in the congregations of the churches. But the last church my father preached at was First Christian Church here in St. Cloud. They had a Christian school that my sister actually went to that Christian school, and then she also went to the Christian school up in Kissimmee, Florida, Heritage Christian School. The last Christian school I went to was Florida Christian College, and then of course Rocky Bayou Christian School in Niceville. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of moving around and moving and shaking, a lot of Christian schools and churches. Definitely pretty awesome. Also went to church camp. Man, if you've never been to church camp, quite the awesome experience. Let me tell you, I got some great, maybe one day I should tell you some stories about camp. Church camp was a lot of fun. I always loved going and hanging out with these friends I'd only see once a year, that I'd see every year. Church camp was definitely a massive influence on my life. Love church camp. Man, there really is a lot to talk about. I thought maybe this was going to be a short vlog. There's definitely a lot in my life that revolved around that whole rigmarole, which is really awesome. Really good stuff. A lot of great memories. Anyway, leave some comments about this subject. And it's also interesting that my 777th vlog, as this majestic sun shines on us, everyone, is actually on a Sunday. Think about that. My 777th vlog relating to this subject falls on a Sunday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I do a different vlog every day. Not always about subjects like this. Not always about anything. Sometimes it's about absolutely nothing. This one just happened to be about something. 777th vlog. Hopefully you guys dealt with it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys have other stories you can share with me. Leave them in the comments down below. Have a great day, everybody. Happy Sunday. 777 vlogs. Bye.